Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, Memphis Mafia kid, and
And Teresa. Are you swimming today?
got my swimming cap on, y'all. Woo. No, believe me, today ain't the day.
It's freezing. I think some of
I
our
think
viewers
most
got
all of
snow.
us have got cold weather. I know we do.
Mm.
I do not like it.
Mm-mm.
Been
Cold.
cold all day. Hey, hope everybody has made it through their long, tiresome Monday.
Monday.
Always is, isn't it, y'all? But hey, we try to get this video out maybe and maybe brighten a few of you up. So today we got some more questions and
Some birthdays.
of course we're gonna start it off last always with the birthdays and prayers.
Yep. Okay, so birthdays. Happy birthday to Carol Griffiths. Carol. I'm correcting it because remember I couldn't read my own writing yesterday. I'm sorry.
She couldn't read her own writing.
Mine. It was mine.
Now mine.
Okay. Happy birthday, Lisa Poole, and also prayers for Lisa Poole's Uncle Joe. She requested some prayers for him, so keeping him in our prayers. And happy birthday to Wendy Hicks. And we've got two heavenly birthdays to Gerald and Ronald Francie. Okay, you want to just
Y'all,
jump on into the question?
Happy birthday. Yeah, we could start some.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, we
Let's
got
start
some.
questions.
All right, this is from Snuggles and Tails. What were Elvis's favorite things to do, like activity-wise, when they were in Palm Springs?
Well, just different things. A lot. Uh, when we was there, he did a lot of relaxing, resting. He also, though, Elvis, they went to another part of California and, of course, went shopping and he ended up buying Harleys. He bought Daddy a Harley Sportster and several of the guys. But we just different stuff. I mean, he had the dune buggy out there, but like I said, we did all that. Most of the time when I was with him in Palm Springs, a lot of relaxing. Like I said, he would get out and shop and stuff. But I think really it was just more of a relaxation thing. I want to say.
Okay, from Deborah Behrens. Were there a lot of Elvis souvenir stores around Graceland when Elvis lived there?
No, as soon as you read that question, it popped in my head. I don't remember a Elvis shop as far as souvenir or anything Elvis uh, across the street. During that time when Elvis was living there, and when we lived at Graceland, uh, there was a restaurant. It used to be a barbecue place that later ended up turning into. I just hickory log. I totally lost my mind. I could see it. And y'all have heard a lot of stories about the hickory log, but that was after. There was I think Beef and Liberty restaurant, and then all kinds of little shops like vacuum shop, just different little like I guess you would call it like a strip mall.
Yeah.
Across the street. Different little shops, but after Elvis passed away, that whole place over there completely changed. Uh, I would say 90% of it, if not a little more, totally went Elvis. I mean, there was Elvis souvenir shops. There was a museum. Just all kind. You could just about get anything Elvis. That's when they just turned into, like I said, souvenir. Uh,
Well, I remember across the street, when we got together, the souvenir shops, and then that's where they had the big tent set out across the street from Graceland. The big tent that would be set up.
Well, it was over. It was.
Was it not directly?
No,
or was it a little off?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
a little
Yeah.
down. Remember, we walked down past the plane and all, but right directly across the street there, that's I think what he was talking about. It was just like I said. It was, when Elvis was alive, it was just business. Nothing pertaining to Elvis. And then after he passed away, it turned, like I said, it turned into all Elvis pretty much.
That's usually
I mean,
when
there might have been a shop or two over it that was something else, but even so, they had, they might still have pictures or a few little whatnots. Everybody was Elvis. That's for sure.
I think the last time we drove past there, where the tent was, what I was talking about, where they had that little restaurant, and then they had some gift shops and stuff. I don't think anything is anything there now. I can't remember.
It's been a long time since we've been there.
Maybe, but
y'all, that whole area across the street has changed so much over the years. It for those of you who probably didn't get to see it much or never, you'd be so surprised. Those of you that remember, y'all have seen the changes. It's been wild. It really has. I mean.
Okay, the next question is from Debbie Betts. Were you ever around when the guys were practicing?
Practicing?
Yeah, practicing for a concert. Were you ever around when they were doing that?
I don't. I never was, but let me say this. I'm not saying that they didn't practice, but, it's like, when they would leave and go, they didn't practice.
They didn't practice.
They didn't practice before they left to go on tour.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm gonna ask Daddy about that because that really, that's kind of got me. I wonder if they practiced or.
I wonder where, because they had that session at that they.
I mean, they did. They did rehearsals and stuff. I
think that's what they meant.
Like Aloha from Hawaii, and different things like that. So, but. I don't like before each.
I think that's what she
concert
means.
Or maybe
Rehearsals,
one time.
Getting ready,
Yeah, I mean, but at Graceland, no, they never did, or before he left. So, but it's that's man, that's a great question. I'm gonna have to. Now I gotta know because that'll bother me. Thank you.
Well, the question was, were you around it? So apparently not.
Oh no,
because,
no. As
you don't know
said, I didn't. In the last video, I never. We went to Elvis concerts, but I never went. Full-fledged tour. That was always my dream, as y'all all know, working. For Elvis and going on tour and stuff. So. But,
okay, next question is from Wendy Welch. Danny, did you ride the school bus to school?
No, we've had this
from Graceland.
Yeah, and that's another great question too. We've had it asked before. No, we didn't. Mom or Daddy would always take, unless they were on tour, and then it made me think about it. I'll tell that in just a second, but. A lot of times, too, Daddy would take us in one of Elvis's cars, like the Ferrari or the Stutz, or of course in their cars too. And now what I was laughing about is my uncle and aunt come up to keep us one tour, and it was long. I mean, give or take the year, it was somewhere between 74 and 76, and my uncle had got in. You just had to know he was crazy and all, and he got in Mom and Daddy's car, and he got ready to pull out. Of course, we had the back gate, and he looks at me and says, "Back gate or front gate?" Kind of smiled. And I said, "Let's go out the front gate." But it just shows you, Elvis just over it. It was just, it was something, and that tells you something, to leave out of somebody's drive and actually go. I mean, and go out those gates was, my whole life as a little boy going in and out of them. I can remember that was a lot of the excitement right there, So.
Okay, next question. And this question, and I meant to bring my phone in here so I could show the picture. I'll put
Okay.
it on the thumbnail. This is from Bobby Hunt.
You showed me the picture.
I know, but to show them the one I'm talking
Oh,
about, I'm
yeah.
gonna put it on the thumbnail. Okay, Bobby Hunt wants to know, in the picture where Elvis and the Memphis Mafia are all holding badges, Elvis is sitting. Who is the man standing beside your dad, Billy?
Dead in the gold. That was Bill Morris. And a lot of you know Bill Morris. Those that may not, Bill was the sheriff there in Shelby County. And also become mayor. And he I totally lost my train.
Bill Morris.
Oh yeah, he just I'm sorry, y'all, my mind. He just passed away not too awful long ago, and but that's who that was. That's who got them all deputized, and of course that's what they're doing. They're all showing their badges and all. So
Okay, Heavenly Presley. Did Elvis discuss the Bible with you or just your parents?
never did he ever that I can remember study the Bible with me. Now I know he did with my parents. They talked a lot. Most of the time that was up in his room or maybe in a vehicle when it was just them and Elvis and whoever he was with at the time. I mean, we all know it could have been Linda or Ginger at the end there. So but no, let's get. And too, you would have had to catch and slow us down. Now, we did a few times. Went to Aunt Nasha. You said she had a little church in Walls, Mississippi, and we went a few times to hers, but we never talked.
Yeah.
I guess we were mean kids, but no,
I heard
to
that
me
story.
personally, no, never.
Okay, and the last, it's not really a question, but Eddie Eaton wants you to tell the story of the poppin' candy.
Well, Eddie, I'll try to do my best. I don't know if I can do as good as Daddy. I of course was not there, but I've heard it 1,000 times, and each time it's still funny. I don't know if y'all remember, or a lot of you probably will. They were a little kind of round, and they had they kind of look like Hershey's Kisses, but smaller, or like little mints, but you took them, and I think they were called Snapping Pops.
Yes.
At one time, maybe different places, different things, but you could throw them on the ground, that pop. I think hopefully a lot of y'all know what I'm talking about. Well, Elvis had got some of them, and he had put them in a candy dish, and just for a joke, wanted to see if anybody would maybe come in and think it was candy. So Daddy said that they waited there a little bit, and in a short time, here come Uncle Vernon, and he, you all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
We're
Go ahead.
rocking.
I just have to.
Yeah, it's not an earthquake. But here come Uncle Vernon, and said he reached in and got him a handful and threw them in his mouth, and in a minute, they heard the pop, and he kind of opened his mouth. They said smoke come out of it, and it was funny, but it actually blew a feeling out of his.
Man, he's lucky it didn't hurt the inside of his mouth more.
But Elvis had said, Daddy said, Elvis said, of all the damn people, it had to be Daddy. Of course, everybody knew, Uncle Vernon loved sweets, and he always, would try them. I actually, every time they tell it, I can imagine it and see it, but I was not there during that time. I wished I had have been, because that's one of the.
Wouldn't that have been something?
That's one of the more funnier stories there was, and like I said, I can't put it to it like Daddy did, because like I said, he's telling it because he's seen it.
Yeah.
So, but that was a very, very cute story. So,
Yeah.
Is that all the questions? Well, I'll be dang, y'all. We done gone through all the questions. Hey, as promised, we wanted to get this bonus, extra special video, just because we love you video out to you. Hope everybody has a great week. And we'll be back at you on Hump Day Wednesday, as always, with another good regular video. But hey, y'all take care of yourselves out there. Stay warm,
Yes.
and remember, we
We
always live Elvis.
Elvis.